What's going on, guys? Welcome back. So today we're going to be going over Zam Wessel a little bit. So I know a lot of you guys have been looking at our Omicron or thinking about applying it, or you're going to wait to see other gameplay from other content creators, which I think is really smart. Today we're going to be pretty much going over different team compositions with Zam and where to fit her, because I don't want you guys to like apply the Omicron and just throw her on any bounty hunter team, because that we're not going to get a use out of her. Yeah, we're getting use out of her stats, but we also want to get use out of the kit and the character as well to get the full potential and basically get your money's worth for this Omicron. So let's go ahead and go in game, and then let's look at some teams, and we'll go over some gameplay as well. Okay, so first off, let's take a look at some squads. So right here, we have a Bosk lead with Boba, Dengar, Zam, and Django. This is kind of the squad I'm planning on putting down on defense, not offense. Just because they are fast enough to the point where I really want to draw my opponent a really good team for my opponent. I want to force them to use like gas, CLS, or something really, really strong, and maybe even get a hold. But right here, same team. We're just swapping out the leads for Django Fett. This is actually an old team right here. This is what I used to take down Treya back in the day. During the Treya meta. This is actually a pretty solid team, guys. You definitely want to make sure you have the right turn order. So, kind of how I always preach about, make sure your Bosk is 1 to 5 speed faster than your Grief. Same principle goes with Zam. You want to make sure Bosk is going to be taunting, and then Zam is going to be going right after him to kind of proc that frenzy, because she's a pretty fast character, and that'll kind of get the team going. But Zam Wessel, this team is really, really solid. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Then we're going to use some Aura Sing teams. Now, this is probably... oh, no, this one right here. This is probably what a lot of you guys are thinking about doing, and I would caution you guys to use this team on offense. I know Aura, Boss, Grief, Mando, Boba is pretty strong, but replacing Boba Fett with Zam Wessel, I don't know how I feel about this. I feel like, yeah, you'll still get the disintegrate off, your team's going to be super, super fast, but you don't have a whole lot of damage on the team. You have Boss, Grief, unless you get Aura extremely high with offense, she does okay damage, and then Mando, most people don't have him modded for damage anyways, he does okay damage as well. So there's not really any damage on this team. This is like a fast contract, super fast speed with Zam Wessel, and then you disintegrate. So definitely an option. I think this can kill Darth Revan. The nice thing about Zam is her thermals will clear the foresight off Darth Revan, so that'll be kind of nice. But I would just caution this team, guys, and I would highly suggest, if you use Bosk and Grief on the same team, make sure your Zam Wessel is going in between both of them. And the reason for that is you want Bosk to taunt, and you want to make sure Zam gets her thermals out before the call to assist start happening. So make sure your Bosk is your fastest, then your Zam is your second fastest, and try to fit, Grief right after. If your Bosk and Grief are 1 speed apart, I would just say just swap a mod with Zam to make sure Grief is a little bit slower. That way Zam can get her thermals in before, the call to assist start happening, because you'll get your contract off extremely quickly if you do this. Alright, let's start looking at some gameplay real quick, and I'll kind of show you guys what I'm talking about in terms of the turn order. By the way, this GC is a really good GC to practice right now. There's not a whole lot of crazy modifiers, and this bounty hunter team is not overly impressive, so this is a good GC to practice with. Okay, so let's go in with... Sure, let's just use this team. Okay. So yeah, so pretty much if you do split your Bosk and Grief, guys... like I said, you definitely want to make sure your Zam is going to be right behind. Why is Django going? Why is he so fast? Why is he going first? Oh well. Weird. Okay, so Bosk is taunting. And then Zam's going to apply thermals. And then we just triggered Frenzy. And now we have all of our debuffs. And then when you do the call to assist, Zam's going to go. And just so you guys know how her AI operates, she's going to prioritize her, see what sticks, her thermals first. And then she's going to do her next special, which is her Electric Googles, as I like to call it. Pretty good ability. You put more thermals down, she recovers protection, and she gets 50% TM. So, but when it comes to her actually targeting people with her basic, she does not prioritize people with thermals. She just kind of goes after whoever. If she hits someone with a thermal, that's great. If not, it is what it is. But that's just how the AI works. So it's not bad for Zam's AI, honestly. It's not that bad. But you can see here how this would work really well with the Django Fett lead. So let's back out here real quick. So let's go in with a Django Fett lead. Why is my Django going so fast? That's what caught me by surprise. Maybe there's a modifier I just don't know about, but it's fine. Definitely want to have Dengar somewhere with Zam, guys. If you guys have Dengar geared up, I know a lot of you guys like to use Dengar with... Why the hell? Oh, that's right, the Separatist thing. Okay, I was like, what is happening here? Oh, it's because he's Separatist. I get it. Okay. I understand now. Okay. So, taunt. We're going to throw out our thermals. We have all of our debuffs ready for the Django Fett contract, and now we can just start going away. So this is a really solid team. Very old comp, like I said, but it's pretty good. And if you have Grief on this team somewhere, then you could just call to assist again with Zam, and it's easy money, easy contract. A really fun team. And Zam is honestly a pretty fun character. It's just unfortunate that Relics kind of killed her kit. But yeah, there's our contract, and then yeah. Okay, real quick, guys, I just want to show you guys what this looks like using Bosk and Grief on the same team. I do caution you guys again, if you do use this team, do not expect to have a second Bounty Hunter team. You really want to split up your Bosk and Grief to have two effective teams. Even at my level and with my Bounty Hunters, I still struggle sometimes to find a second team when I clump both Bosk and Grief together. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Like I said, you want your Bosk going first, and your Zam needs to be going in between your Bosk and Grief somewhere. So we're going to taunt with Bosk. Zam's going to throw her thermals out. And then now we're going to call to assist. So now we'll proc Zam. So she's going to get an extra turn here. Now the turn order gets a little bit out of whack here because you have TM being gained from Aura because she got 20% off her basic. You have Mando giving TM to everybody. And then you have Zam who just got 100%. So it might get a little bit out of order. But, I mean, you're still going to be wrecking phase here. And we still haven't done our Grief call to assist, which is kind of funny. So... yeah, we still haven't done a Grief, so just like I said, this is a very, very fast team, very, very aggressive. Yeah, it's just a TM train here. I mean, this actually looks a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Let's up the difficulty real quick. I just want to see like how effective Zam can actually be real quick. So, one last battle. Alright. So at first, we're not going to get any bonus turn meter, which sucks, because we just got burned. Yeah. That's not good. Alright, we can cleanse still. And that's the other cool thing, is you can use Mando to call Zam to assist. So, in case something like that happens, you're pretty flexible in terms of what you can actually do here. And yeah, we just completed our contract because Zam just goes so many turns, and it's just like it's easy. It's super easy for Aura. Okay, last thing I want to note is some really cool synergy between Zam and Dengar. I couldn't get any gameplay because I tried and just RNG was not working with me. So, anyways, Dengar has this really cool thing where once you have the contract completed. He has while he's stealth, he has a 60% chance to assist when another bounty hunter ally uses special ability. And his basic, you have a 60% chance to call someone to assist if it's a debuffed character you're attacking. So the reason this is pretty cool is because Zam can throw her thermals on her special ability right here. And then you can actually call Dengar to assist, and he can actually call Zam to assist, and she will essentially shoot her own thermal that she just threw out, almost like Mission does. Except Mission doesn't have thermals. But it's really cool because then Zam just gets to take like 5 or 6 turns in a row. And it's not really an infinite loop, but it's just like, it's really cool. It doesn't happen often, but when it does, you're just like, whoa, like, I didn't know you can do that. But that's going to wrap it up for today's video, guys. I hope you guys have a better idea of how to use Zam. And how to mod her in terms of the turn order and all that. There's still a lot of stuff we don't know about how these Omicrons are going to work, so... you know, week 1's gonna be very, very interesting, and hopefully I can get as much gameplay as I can compiled together from you guys, whether it's from myself or other people. And yeah, so we'll be doing another video about kind of like setting up. Probably on Monday I'll be either doing another video or I'll be streaming, and I'll kind of go over remodding and teams and just doing some last minute prep work for GAC. But thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing. Leave me a like, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.